We're going to stick with recursion and recursive formulas here, and we're going to do number 58. So again, you're finding the first four terms, which means I need to find, I already know A1, but I need to find A2, A3, and A4. So here's my recursive formula. A with a subscript of n equals A with a subscript of n minus 1 plus n. Okay, so the first one I need to find here is A2. So if I have A2, I want you to notice this, now it's just an n over here. So what does n have to be? Well, in this particular one, n is 2. So I like to write that off to the side. So that means every place I see an n over here on this side, I'm going to put a 2. So if I did A and then subscript 2 minus 1, that's going to be A1 plus n, which is 2. So go ahead and fill in A1. A1 was 9, so it's 9 plus 2, which is 11. There's A2. Now I need to find A3. In order to get a 3 down there, n would have to equal 3. So that means every place over here I see an n, I got to put a 3. So I'm going to have 3 minus 1, or I'm going to take A2, and I'm going to add 3. Well, A2 was 11, I'm going to add 3. So that's 14. So A3 is 14. Now I need to add 4. Or I need to find A4, and you can kind of see the pattern. While I added 2, I added 3. If you could figure that out, you could go ahead and say, well, no, I'm going to add 4 here, and it's 18. Let me just show you that's what we get. Well, n would be 4 here. So if I did 4 minus 1, it's going to be A3, and add 4. A3 was 14, plus 4 is 18. And the last thing we're going to do here is what's called iteration of functions. And we want to find the first three iterates, which are x1, x2, and x3, for each function given an initial value of x0. So they're going to give you a function in functional notation, that's this, and then they're going to give you x0, which is the initial value. All you have to do is plug this value into the function. And really, we're just plugging it into the right side here. We're really finding f of 3. So I'm going to plug, so to find x1, I'm going to plug 2, or 3 in for x, so it's 2 times 3. Plugging it in right there, subtract 1. Well, that's 6 minus 1, which is 5. There's x1. Now to find x2, I plug in my previous one, so that's x1. So I'm going to plug in 5 now, and I'm going to go 2 times 5 and subtract 1. Well, that's 10 minus 1, which is 9. And then to find x3, I'm now going to plug in 9 into my function. 2 times 9 minus 1, so 18 minus 1 is 17. So x1, x2, and x3. And usually the best way to write these answers is just commas separating them. So it's 5, 9, and 17. So you're just taking an output from a value into a function and then putting that into the function again each time.